Hello and welcome back to a very special chapter in the Cronus Book of Days. This week, as Thanksgiving in the United States approaches, many of us eagerly anticipate the feast and festivities with family and friends. Yet, in the midst of this holiday season, there's a subtle allure that beckons us away from gratitude and togetherness, luring us into the enticing world of distractions and wasted time. It's a paradoxical dance between the warmth of gratitude and the temptation of Black Friday sales, where the pursuit of materialism and sweet deals can sometimes overshadow the essence of year-end reflections and giving thanks. Here at Metastar Messenger, the table is set with tarot-themed and cosmic delights, and brimming with all your harvest favorites, and I've even prepared a special holiday bonus for all of you. This is a big meal. Let's begin. In week 47, we encounter the reversed Lover's card, which depicts a pictorial representation of the lost paradise, reminiscent of Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. The reversed status of this symbol signifies a notable shift in the narrative, suggesting that we are now witnessing this iconic couple's story after their fall and expulsion from paradise. In this context, Adam takes on the symbolic role of cosmic Mercury, while Eve embodies the essence of cosmic Venus. These allegorical representations liken them to the two inner planets in our solar system, Mercury and Venus, which have strict and limited orbits and never venture too far from the radiant presence of the Sun. This concept is beautifully illustrated by the angel of fire who stands as their vigilant guardian. From an astrological perspective, the zodiac sign Gemini, symbolized by the twins, is closely linked to the Lover's card. It's worth noting that Gemini stands in opposition to Sagittarius in the zodiac wheel. As we approach week 47, Earth's position relative to the Sun causes it to shift into the Gemini zodiac sign, as the Sun marks its transition from Scorpio to Sagittarius. This alignment of transiting Earth neatly corresponds to the reversal of the Lover's card, which consistently occurs in week 47 of each year. Traditionally, the Lover's card, also known as Key 6, is symbolically linked to the themes of choice and the consequences of exercising free will. This card signifies a need for decision-making, often involving significant choices that carry important implications. It challenges us to discriminate between what is true and what is false, while addressing the potential for deception and trickery. Crucially, the Lover's card delves into the realm of interpersonal dynamics. It serves as a reminder to explore the art of relating to others and maintaining healthy relationships. When the card appears reversed, revealing its shadow as it does come week 47 of each year, it signifies either unhealthy codependency in relationships or an ego-centered way of being that is equally corrupting. That is to say, if one finds themselves alone during the Thanksgiving holiday season when they don't need to be, it might be the natural consequence of an immature mind that refuses to take other people's feelings and opinions into account. Expulsion and exclusion, much like what happened in the Garden of Eden, is typically the karmic consequence of self-absorbed, ego-driven selfishness. The Lover's card serves as a symbol of great human pairings and couples, celebrating iconic partnerships such as Elton John and Bernie Taupin. It also draws attention to the unique bond between twins and siblings, exemplified by the likes of Cain and Abel, or Donnie and Marie Osmond. Furthermore, it reflects the enduring love stories throughout history, ranging from the legendary Adam and Eve to the delightful Kermit and Miss Piggy, and even more contemporary romances like Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Even in the realm of archenemies, this card can symbolize the perpetual clash of characters like Batman and the Joker, forever intertwined in a complex dance of opposition and intrigue. However, when the Lover's card appears in a reversed position, it can signify a twist of fate, leading to separation or tragedy where certain couples remain bound together by an immortal connection, much like the enduring love stories of John Lennon and Yoko Ono, or of John F. Kennedy Jr. and his wife Caroline. The reversed lover's archetype serves as a powerful reminder that in every relationship, whether it's romantic, familial, with coworkers, collaborative partners, or even with those we might perceive as adversaries, there's a fundamental need for understanding, acceptance, and respect for one another. It emphasizes that one party should not seek to restrict, harm, deceive, or purposefully undermine the other without facing inevitable consequences. Engaging in such behavior is akin to inviting the weight of negative karma, which can result in profound and irreversible repercussions. The reversed lover's card often signifies an increasing and serious lack of harmony or imbalance in a relationship, or a choice that is driven by external influences rather than a genuine connection. This is the stage where many couples and even friendships lose the enjoyment or attraction that initially brought them together, like a big bowl of peas and carrots. Within this context, week 47 with the Lover's card reversed marks a significant culmination or conclusion point tied to a karmic or pivotal choice made earlier in the year. This suggests that situations where we exercised our free will to make decisions, especially around or near week 6 of this year when the lovers were upright, have now reached their critical manifestation phase. What was once unclear or puzzling in early February should now be evident and comprehensible. With a better understanding of the situation and circumstances, we find ourselves living with the consequences of our choices and decisions. This moment serves as a reminder of the importance of our actions and our words and the impact they have on our journey. The lesson of the reversed lovers centers on the consequences of exercising our free will. It underscores the profound freedom of choice that grants each of us the opportunity to act in ways that benefit both ourselves and others, or alternatively, to behave in a foolish and self-sabotaging manner. The word choice inherently implies the existence of options, and these choices and options are inextricably linked. When a choice is made from a range of possible and available options, the resulting outcomes, impacts, and consequences are entirely one's own to bear. In essence, your karma is a deeply personal and individual matter, reflecting the consequences of your unique choices. On a related note, the reversed lover's card signifies a profound betrayal, starting with the betrayal of Eve concerning her true nature and identity, and this extends to our role as inheritors of this significant falsehood. It symbolizes the separation that occurs when we are led astray from the source, the radiant I am within, that serves as a guide for the universe and humanity. When the subconscious mind, intuition, and divine within us are defiled by a constant stream of falsehoods, guilt, shame, ego, and pride, the original state of wholeness or paradise becomes challenging to restore or reclaim. The Lover's card in its reversed position sheds light on temptations and seductions of the ego. It exposes perils of misinformation, manipulation, and lies that lure us away from our true selves and core beliefs. These lies encourage us to forsake presence, serenity, and harmony in pursuit of something supposedly greater for the self and ego, something perpetually projected into the future. Yet in reality, it's something we never truly lost, it's already within us, and there's no need to barter our souls for it. A less frequent telling of the Garden of Eden narrative suggests that Adam and Eve were, in fact, divine God-like beings within the garden. They didn't need to consume the fruit from the forbidden tree of knowledge to attain powers they already inherently possessed by faith. This viewpoint promotes the notion that the devil's greatest deception was to persuade Eve, and then subsequent generations, that there was, and remains, a fundamental separation between man and God. Every year week 47, with the symbolism of the reversed lover's card, serves as an opportunity to shine light on and even correct what is considered the big lie, by emphasizing the interconnectedness of humanity and divinity. There is a Polish proverb that goes, "A guest sees more in an hour than the host in a year." It suggests that when someone visits a place or situation as a guest, they often pay more attention and notice more details than the person who is accustomed to that environment. It highlights the fresh perspective and heightened awareness that a newcomer or visitor can bring, as opposed to someone who has become complacent or accustomed to their surroundings. Just something to think about as we open our homes and hearts to friends, family, neighbors, and even strangers this holiday season. As Thanksgiving draws near, the allure of distractions and wasted time can become particularly pronounced, especially for young adults returning home from college. This transitional period often tempts them with the excitement of clubbing, drinking, gambling, and sometimes chasing losses, as well as overspending on Black Friday deals. Additionally, traveling hiccups can add to the mix, with delayed flights, bad weather and traffic jams testing our patience. While we gather around the Thanksgiving feast table, the attraction of distractions and wasted time might manifest as an irresistible urge to check our phones for early Black Friday deals, sports scores, news updates and the latest celebrity social media postings, momentarily diverting our attention from meaningful moments with loved ones. Amidst these distractions, it's essential to remember the true spirit of the holiday, to find moments of gratitude and connection with friends and family, even as the whirlwind of Thanksgiving and Black Friday festivities swirl around us. The celestial alignment of the Sun and Mars entering the sign of Sagittarius, governed by Jupiter retrograde in Taurus, forming back-to-back squares with Saturn in Pisces, echoes the theme of attractive distractions and wasted time in a compelling, unmistakable way. With the Sun and Mars in Sagittarius this week, there's a heightened sense of adventure and a desire for freedom and even globetrotting. This can translate into a strong pull toward seeking new experiences with new people and new places as well as unwise hookups. The urge to indulge in various distractions, which, in the context of Thanksgiving and Black Friday, might lead individuals to become enticed by the allure of shopping, or jetting off on a 48-hour escape, or excessive partying and drinking. Jupiter's retrograde motion in Taurus encourages us to reflect on the true value of our pursuits and possessions. It prompts us to question whether the pursuit of material desires and excesses of the flesh truly bring lasting fulfillment or if they are, in fact, distractions that can ultimately lead to a sense of emptiness. The Sun-Mars square aspect, highlighted in yellow, to Saturn in Pisces adds an element of challenge and restriction. It suggests that while we may be tempted by these attractive distractions and pursuits, there could be consequences or limitations that come with them. Saturn in Pisces emphasizes the need for discipline and discernment in our actions and choices. In essence, the celestial configuration serves as a reminder that while the allure of distractions and wasted time may be strong, it's essential to balance our desires for pleasure and indulgence with a sense of responsibility and a deeper understanding of what truly matters. It encourages us to be mindful of how we allocate our time and resources during this holiday season, ensuring that we find meaningful moments of gratitude and connection amidst the tempting distractions. The reversed Lover's card often signifies a sense of disconnection or superficiality in our relationships or choices. On the other hand, the reversed Lover's satellite companion, the Eight of Pentacles, is a card of diligent work and craftsmanship. It represents the dedication and focus required to master a skill or achieve a goal. In the context of this week's theme, it can symbolize the importance of investing time and effort into meaningful pursuits rather than being swayed off course by attractive distractions. Together, these cards with the stars highlight the need to be discerning in our choices during the holiday season. They suggest that while distractions and temptations may be alluring, we must be mindful of the potential consequences of pursuing them without genuine connection or purpose. Instead, we should channel our energies into meaningful endeavors, focusing on the craftsmanship of our relationships and actions, while striving to procure a valuable skill or apprenticeship that aligns with our material destiny and long-term monetary aspirations. The shifting of the solar path from the Seven of Wands to the Eight of Wands tends to be among the most apparent of all the 36 solar decans. In short, solar weeks are a series of 36 10-day periods, belonging to 10-degree segments for each of the 12 30-degree zodiac signs. 3 10-degree segments equal 30 degrees, or one zodiac sign. 30 degrees times 12 zodiac signs equals 360 degrees, or the apparent journey of the sun around the full zodiac circle. Week 1 of the solar year begins on the first day of spring, usually March 20th, in the northern hemisphere. The solar week calendar is in addition to the 52-week Gregorian calendar that the Cronus Book of Days tarot calendar is based on, and together they work in perfect tandem. As the sun leaves Scorpio for Sagittarius on Wednesday, November 22nd, the Seven of Wands passes the torch to the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands always quickens the pace of life in very noticeable ways. It's here that the holiday season begins in earnest, as does the sudden barrage of situations, events, and opportunities that bombard our lives during the holiday season. Just as the rods and the Eight of Wands fly through the sky with speed, we may find ourselves bombarded by a flurry of bills due at the same time, social invitations pulling us in all directions, demands on our time from various sources, unexpected call-outs from work, and the enticing allure of sales and promotions tempting us to splurge and overspend. Add to this the uptick in weather-related traffic and postal delays, road rage, and even the historic assassination of a popular American president, and then days later the assassination of the assassin on live broadcast television, and it begins to seem suspicious, as if the universe itself conspires against us this time of year, throwing multiple distractions our way, tempting us to divert our attention from what truly matters. In essence, the Eight of Wands encourages us to stay grounded and maintain our sense of purpose amid the hustle and bustle of year-end demands. By doing so, we can make the most of the season without succumbing to wasted time or being overly distracted by the sudden flurry of events and temptations that come our way. On a related note, when the Sun and Mars traverse the degree path where Mercury has already been, as we have here during the extended Thanksgiving holiday weekend, it can create a fascinating storyline, bringing back to life events and situations that transpired on Friday, November 10th, and even the 11th, providing new life or even a powerful second chance. Mercury is associated with communication, the sequence of events, details, and rehearsals, and its previous presence in a particular degree may leave behind traces, or a trail of clues, ideas, or 20/20 hindsights. Therefore, this cosmic alignment offers a unique opportunity to revisit and reevaluate the recent past, allowing us to gain a fresh perspective, insights, and even make different choices this time around. As the Sun and Mars follow in Mercury's footsteps, there's a potential for Mercury's introductory themes, or problems, or prologues to take on a more active shape. Overall, it's a celestial, more informed second attempt that allows us to rewrite and enhance the storyline of 11/11 weekend. Imagine Mercury's influence as laying the groundwork for these themes, then when the Sun and Mars step into the same territory, they infuse Mercury's preliminary ideas or insights with new vitality, determination, and a desire for action. As some may recall, Mercury began its transit of Sagittarius on Friday, November 10th. Only hours later, as will happen with the Sun and Mars, Mercury ran into the Lord of Karma and Father Time himself, Saturn. With the Sun and Mars traversing the previous path of Mercury, this could manifest as a sudden burst of creative thinking, a renewed focus on communication and problem-solving, or even a sense of urgency to address issues that may have been clamoring for action in the background. The once-a-year date of 11/11, known for its spiritual significance and considered a potent point for focused manifestation and intention setting, took on a distinctive character this year due to the opposition of Mars and Uranus. The opposition aspect between these two often heralds a period of sudden tensions and potentially explosive occurrences, which, when viewed through the lens of the tarot, can be symbolically linked to the Eight of Wands, but here, this year, it is. The Eight of Wands, with its imagery of swiftly moving objects, can be seen as representative of various scenarios during this time. It might mirror the sense of a barrage of bullets and yet another mass shooting, or unexpected challenges or conflicts arising abruptly. Alternatively, it could evoke the idea of space debris falling back to Earth, symbolizing unexpected and unpredictable events that may have come crashing into our lives perhaps during the 11/11 weekend. In a more abstract sense, it could even allude to a sudden act of 11th-hour divine intervention, suggesting that higher forces appear to be playing a role in the events of this particular period. This convergence of celestial and tarot energies during a week, when we gather as a nation to give thanks, is a remarkable intersection of cosmic and spiritual influences. It serves as a reminder that even in moments of sudden tension and unexpected events, there is a potential for growth, transformation, and divine guidance. It prompts us to reflect on the significance of the 11/11 weekend earlier this month, and the Saturnine lessons contained within, encouraging us to navigate these energies with mindfulness and a sense of spiritual awareness, even amidst the challenges they may present. These two cosmic events, that of the Sun and Mars ingress Sagittarius square Saturn, happening only days apart in conjunction with the 8 of Wands solar period, very well could introduce an element of surprise, something big, definitely sudden, and possibly something so unimaginable that it steals Turkey's thunder. In my experience, as the Sun comes to the final and very powerful karmic 29th degree of Scorpio, it's best to keep your breaking news antennas up. The last degree of Scorpio is typically a point of revenge served cold type deal. Mars, the traditional ruler of Scorpio, aligns with Pluto, the modern ruler of Scorpio, as its last aspect before changing signs, which gives off a Bronx Tale vibes, and how sunny the mob boss gets is in the end. Meaning, Mars represents the young muscle following in the underworld footsteps of aged-out Pluto, but not before taking the experienced mob boss out for good. Either way, if someone in your orbit is pacing the floor nervously with perhaps a spooked or pale just seen a ghost expression, it could be that the stuff is getting ready to hit the fan. Overall, and in addition to the Aries moon, there is a ton of wildfire Sagittarian energy imbued into the Thanksgiving holiday. Therefore, insulting memes, insensitive tropes, so-called playful jokes, or wild-eyed political and religious rhetoric may land a lot harder than in years past. Be sure to read the room. Try a little self-awareness and don't make things weird or awkward just because it's family and you feel that you can. In week 47, we encounter the reversed Lovers card in the tarot, symbolizing a shift in the narrative from paradise to the aftermath of Adam and Eve's fall. This card relates to choices and consequences of free will, highlighting the need for healthy relationships and the dangers of ego-centered behavior. From an astrological perspective, the Lovers card is linked to the Gemini zodiac sign, and its reversal corresponds to Earth's position as it transitions from Taurus to Gemini. The card also represents iconic pairings and the enduring bonds between people, whether they are lovers, siblings, or even archenemies. When reversed, it can signify separation or tragedy in these relationships, but also emphasizes the need for understanding and respect. Week 47 serves as a culmination point for decisions made earlier in the year, making things clearer and emphasizing the importance of our actions and words. The lesson of the reversed Lovers card is about the consequences of our choices, highlighting that our karma reflects the results of our unique decisions. It warns against the temptations of the ego and the pursuit of external gratifications. I also touched on the astrology for week 47, with the Sun and Mars entering Sagittarius, leading to potential distractions and temptations during the Thanksgiving season. It advises finding moments of gratitude and connection amidst the distractions. In the end, as the holiday weekend unfolds, it's important to strike a balance between the allure of distractions and the genuine appreciation we feel during Thanksgiving. By recognizing the value of both moments of leisure and moments of reciprocity and gratitude, we can savor the holiday season in its entirety, cherishing both the time spent with loved ones and the thrill of seeking out those Black Friday bargains. And now, on a deeply personal level, the year 2023 has proven to be a profound journey of both hardship and transformation, an odyssey too intricate to fully convey. Amidst the tragedies, losses, financial storms, cruel twists, and relentless uncertainty, my husband and I have been recipients of an astonishing outpouring of generosity, acts of kindness, and a level of patience that defies measurement. The inception of the Cronus Book of Days was originally slated for launch 1 year ago, in week 47 of 2022. However, the universe had other plans, throwing more than a few wrenches into the works, until it became inevitable for me to shelve the idea entirely. Then in late February of this year, a mere few weeks after my 55th birthday, my husband was diagnosed with ALS, commonly known as Lou Gehrig's disease. It felt as though this channel and the Cronus Book of Days would remain forever dormant. But life has a remarkable way of unfolding its chapters. In late July, as we were on the brink of leaving our home of 20 years to move in with my daughter and her husband, something stirred within me. I began to write, then I embarked on creating a video, and before I knew it, I had released my first episode and chapter from the Cronus Book of Days. If only you could fathom the tumultuous journey behind the scenes since then, it would leave you astounded, I have no doubt. As hard as it can be to keep these episodes going, they have become my greatest solace during this difficult period. I am profoundly grateful for this platform, for the subscribers, the likes, shares, comments, and unwavering support. Amidst the myriad of blessings in my life, and there are many, I am adding you, my 19 subscribers, to that ever-growing list. I cherish each and every one of you deeply. So, on this Thanksgiving, I want to express my love and gratitude, not just for the many things in my life but for each one of you. Happy Thanksgiving to you and yours. And now, as promised, I have prepared something special for all of you on this very special Thanksgiving holiday. Wow! Okay, here is Spirit's message, based on these 4 oracles.